Hi guys, and welcome to Zozo Cooks Keto. Today I'm going to teach you how to make keto chicken fried steak with a creamy pepper sausage gravy. Let's get started. For our keto breading, we're going to need 1.5 ounces of pork rinds, 2.5 ounces of almond flour, and 2 ounces of finely grated Parmesan. Next, we're going to pop those pork rinds into a bag and break them down. I like to use a rolling pin, but you can certainly do this in a food processor. The texture we're looking for is kind of like a rough crumble. Add the almond flour, the Parmesan, and season with some salt and pepper. Mix until well incorporated. Now I'm using 4 4-ounce cube steaks. These are pre-tenderized bottom round, but you can also just buy the steaks and tenderize it yourself with the spiky end of a tenderizing mallet or a needle tenderizer. Season both sides generously with salt and pepper. For your egg wash, beat 2 eggs in a shallow dish. In a second dish, you're going to spread out about 1/4 cup of the crumb mixture. Dip the steak into the egg wash, making sure to coat both sides and then shake off any excess. Lay it onto the coating mixture and then sprinkle another 1/4 cup on top. Spread it out, push it down, and fill in any gaps. This should give you a really nice even coat. Do this with the remaining 3 steaks. Heat 4 tablespoons of bacon fat in a large frying pan on a medium-high heat. Now I'm using bacon fat because I love the flavor that it puts into the steak, but if you prefer, you can definitely use a coconut oil or even an olive oil. Gently add the steaks to the pan, and we're going to fry them for about 3 to 4 minutes. If need be, cook them in 2 batches so you don't crowd the pan. Try to resist the temptation to flip the steaks more than once. Unlike conventional flour-based coatings, our keto substitute is a bit more delicate, so lay it down, let it fry, and don't touch it until it's ready to be flipped. The second side should only need about 2 to 3 minutes. Once done, we're going to pop the next 2 steaks in and fry them just like the first. Doesn't that look good? For the gravy, you'll need 2.5 ounces of sausage, 1/2 cup of chicken broth, 2 teaspoons of corn starch, salt and pepper, and 3/4 cup of cream. First, we're going to brown the sausage in the same pan we used to cook the steaks. Don't worry if it looks a little dark, that's just extra flavor. Pour in the cream and combine. Season with salt and pepper. Mix the cornstarch into the chicken broth and add it to the gravy. Stir until it thickens. I prefer the texture cornstarch gives as opposed to xanthan gum, and I don't mind the 1.5 extra carbs a serving. But if you'd rather use xanthan gum, just sprinkle a little over the gravy and whisk it in. Finally, we're going to add another dash of pepper, and we're done. Our steak macros are 37 grams of fat, 43 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, and 4 total carbs. For the gravy, we've got 20 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein, 0 grams of fiber, and 3 grams of total carbs. Now that, my friends, is how you make a chicken fried steak. Let's give this puppy a try. and the meat looks tender. It's juicy. That gravy is peppery and with so much flavor. Oh, one more bite. Now typically you don't use a sausage gravy for a chicken fried steak, but this is keto. We're going to pump up that fat level a little bit, so I went ahead and added it to my dish, but feel free to just omit it if you prefer. Now if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and click that subscribe button, the like button, and ring that bell for notifications for future videos. As for me, I've got some chicken fried steak to eat. Bye.